So this is a list that Kripp played. He made a video about it, I'm sure most people have seen it. But basically the interesting thing about this list is the OTK or near OTK combo that it has. So you need to play Raza at some point throughout the game, so your hero power costs 0 mana. And then on the turn you want to kill the opponent, you go Spawn of Shadows, Garrison Commander, you use 2 hero powers, so you deal 8 damage to each player, you heal yourself for 4, and then you play Finley, you get a new hero power, use that hero power twice, each player takes another 8 damage from Spawn of Shadows, and then you play Shadow Form, use that hero power twice, you take 8 damage, the opponent takes 12 damage. That's 28 burst, and if you got Hunter, Mage, or Druid from Finley, then you can deal 30 or 32 damage with the combo. Other than that, he was playing the Dragon package and like good Priest, good Reno cards. I haven't changed anything because apparently he had some success with it, and I didn't see anything in the deck that looked like super out of place. So I think I'll just try it as is. I definitely want Raza at some point this game, but I don't think I can keep it in my opening hand. Some people are still just playing standard mid-range Shaman. I know a lot of people are playing aggro Shaman with the Pirate package. I think that's probably what I should be expecting. Well, this sucks already. Let's see what I can pick up off the Scarab. This is why I hate this card. Guess I take the taunt. Is Jeweled Scarab even good in Priest? You get Shadow or Death, and that's it. Seems like a pretty bad card in this class. So I think the Tauren is better than the Acolyte of Pain, because the Tauren contests this guy. Has this guy always gotten +3 attack from his Enrage? I don't remember it being that much. Not that it makes the card any better, or not that it makes it any good. I can Shadow or Death as 1-drop next turn. He actually uses weapons, so I can't play Shadow or Death on his 1-drop. Which I guess means I'm playing Kazakus here. Probably want armor plus board clear. 5? Do I go for 5? The 1 is probably good enough against this deck. What's the AoE for 1? I think it's 2 AoE, so I wouldn't kill the Flame Tongue Totem. Let's just go for a 5 cost. It gives more armor too if I happen to get that one. These are not good. I guess I'll take this one so I can try to draw into Reno or Raza. That was like as bad as the Kazakus could have gone. I mean, I'm probably just dead this turn anyway. He only needs 3 damage. We're up against ShamWow. They still sell ShamWows? Keep Reno. I think you keep Reno in probably like every matchup. Maybe if you knew the opponent was playing a Control Warrior, you wouldn't keep Reno. But every deck, like Control Warrior doesn't even exist anymore. Every Warrior deck on ladder is Pirate. Go ahead and drop the Loot Hoarder here. You can hero power it down, but healing myself doesn't seem that good, and Garrison Commander is part of the combo. Pretty obvious Acolyte of Pain here.
The end is coming.
Joke's on you, Mage. I didn't have a play this turn anyway. So he's probably just a Reno Mage. He could be Freeze Mage, but I haven't seen a Freeze Mage at all in this expansion, I don't think. And there's not really much incentive to play it. I actually don't know how good Freeze Mage is against like Reno Warlock. If it's good against Reno Warlock, maybe it's worth playing. So I probably just drop this guy this turn. He has a shitload of stats and a really good effect. Looks like he's a control deck with these options, so Sylvanas is probably my best bet here. Speaking of Sylvanas, why the hell isn't there an Entomb in this deck? Just trying to keep the curve low, I guess. Maybe I'll cut Jeweled Scarab for an Entomb. If I cut the Scarab, there's no beast for, Just go ahead and deny the card draw here. If I cut Scarab, there's no beast for the Curator, but I think that's fine. I think the Jeweled Scarab is actually just like really, really bad in this deck. I think Jeweled Scarab is just a bad card overall, honestly. So that's pretty good for me. I got Forbidden Flame and Acolyte of Pain for my Bookworm. Pretty good deal. I guess I just play Azure Drake here. Can't play Finley because he's part of the combo. So he'll pass. I could play Thalnos here. What spell damage does this deck actually have? Just the AoE spells? I kinda want to just cycle the Thalnos. Maybe cycling the Thalnos is wrong, because if he's playing a control mage, he's probably playing Ice Block, and it's hard to beat Ice Block with this deck without Fatigue helping out, so maybe I don't want to be drawing that aggressively. I don't really have an obvious good play here. Maybe I just throw down Sylvanas this turn. It kind of deters him from playing Rag, but even if he plays Rag and shoots it, there's still 2 garbage minions I could steal. Sylv seems kinda bad here. Maybe it's just a Jeweled Scarab turn? Maybe I just throw down the Chill Maw, make him have an answer for it. Fuck it, play Chill Maw. I don't have a dragon in my hand, which kinda sucks. But he doesn't know that, and he might feel like he has to trade his dudes into it anyway. Well, he was low on cards. Now he has 8. Well, Raza is really good here. So all I need is Spawn of Shadows and Shadow Form. Oh, Jeweled Scarab can actually give another Shadow Form. I guess that's somewhat reliable. Nope. Probably take the Thought Steal in this matchup. Should be a pretty control-heavy matchup. I can actually steal this guy and charge it into the Azure Drake. It doesn't kill the Azure Drake, but it is 1 mana, kill a 2/3. That's not bad. I believe this secret was from the Kabbalah's Tome. I wasn't really looking at his hand when he played it, but I think that's the case. So it could be Mirror Entity. And if it's Mirror Entity, I really don't want to play Sylvanas into it. Start with Thought Steal. Blizzard and Frost Nova. Just kill his stuff. Holy Nova's not that good in this matchup, so use it to deal 2 damage to an Azure Drake there. Maybe I could have just passed the turn. Well, I had 10 cards in my hand, so I couldn't do that. I did get information that that secret is not Counterspell, Spellbender, or Effigy. Unfortunately, he's getting a lot of value out of that Thaurissan. I can't even kill it, so he's gonna get another tick out of it. So this secret is Ice Block, Ice Barrier, Mirror Entity. Oh, it could still be Potion of Polymorph, huh? There's another one too, right? Vaporize, it could be Vaporize. If it's Mirror Entity, the Doomsayer is actually really good here, but I don't really have a good read on it being Mirror Entity. If it's Potion of Polymorph, Sylvanas and Doomsayer are both bad. Well, I guess I'm gonna play Sylvanas and hope it's not Mirror Entity or Potion of Polymorph. Alright, so it's something that happens when I attack his face. If he wants to develop another minion, he has to trade into Sylvanas. Oh. I guess he has to polymorph Sylvanas now? From the tome, of course. Where else would the polymorph be from? Probably have to play the Dragonfire Potion here. We're actually getting close to the point where he's just gotten enough value off Thaurissan that killing it isn't really that important anymore. Like, his hand is already ridiculous. What does it matter if it's a little bit more ridiculous? Rathion's pretty good here. I could also just drop the Doomsayer here. Oh no, I have Frost Nova Doomsayer. I didn't even realize. Not used to having that as a priest. It's actually kind of risky to play Rathion there, because one draw put me up to 9. If I drew 2 cards and was at 10, I'd probably have to play, I don't know, Greater Healing Potion here or something. A little bit risky. Probably should have thought about that more. So I think this deck plays exactly 1 Beast and 1 Murloc. And I've drawn both of those, so Curator should only draw 1 card. Looks like Curator actually draws exactly Twilight Drake. Am I out of dragons? Wow, when I draw my Twilight Drake, it's not even active. I didn't realize this deck had so few dragons. I guess the Rathion actually wasn't that risky. Seems like all my options here are kinda bad. Maybe I just Frost Nova Doomsayer exactly this water elemental. Or maybe I just Doomsayer. He can probably kill it, but if he has to spend his Frostbolt or his Fireball on it, that's okay. Fireball he played last turn was from the Cabal Courier. So he should still have a natural Fireball in his deck, unless I missed him playing it earlier. Zakus is good, but if the spell I get isn't playable, kinda awkward. I can probably easily craft something playable though. Would I rather go for a 10 mana spell with it though? I guess I'll just play it here and go for a 5. That's bad. Deal 5 damage is good. Summon 2 friendly minions that died this game. That's probably the best one this turn. If I can summon a bunch of minions and give them a bunch of health, that's probably the best. The Acolyte is actually pretty bad. He can actually overdraw me pretty hard off this Acolyte.
What to do?
Well, if he hits Spawn of Shadows, I probably can't win. None of the other cards in my deck are that important. It hurts to lose Shadow Form. It is 10 burst damage for my combo. Or 12 burst damage for my combo, sorry.
I wonder.
But I don't necessarily need all 12 of that damage from Shadow Form.
I have no time for games. It only costs
That's bad. Oh, he's not overdrawing me. That's a mistake. And he just straight didn't use his hero power? What the fuck? I actually kind of want to give him this Acolyte with his Sylvanas.
What is
Not really sure how reliable that is, though. Maybe he has Vaporize up. Shit. Okay, so I think that confirms it's Ice Block. I don't really want to play Power Word Shield because I think I need Fatigue to beat Ice Block.
What is Illune's will?
I guess I'm just gonna Blizzard this board. Sylvanas is pretty awkward for me to deal with. I think I'm actually just gonna play this. I should have healed myself with that and then hero powered this guy. But basically I don't think I need the greater healing potion and I just want to get cards out of my hand. He chose not to overdraw me last turn for some reason, but he could discover how good it would be this turn.
What to do? Time runs out on me.
He just really doesn't want to ping my Acolyte for some reason. See what I can get off this courier. Wow, that's awful. This card is so bad. Hey, if I'm going to Fatigue, Animated Armor is actually pretty dope. Maybe I just freeze and smork.
What is Illune's will?
Maybe I can just kill him without needing Fatigue to help me. I don't really want to commit this guy into a Flame Strike. Yeah, fuck it. My Bookworm is huge, so it'll survive the Flame Strike and the Acolyte, and Kazakas also survive it. And I'm pretty happy to take 5 damage on my Acolyte all at once, I think. I could easily still lose this game, but it should have already been over from him pinging my Acolyte. I actually kind of want to let him steal the Acolyte. Just go ahead and make a donation to him. I'm actually going to heal up the Acolyte. See if I can't just kill him with the Acolyte he left up. Thought he just pinged the Acolyte. That would have been wrong. But he didn't. He's not that dumb. So the Twilight Guardian is... Oh, the Nether Spite Historian actually activates the Twilight Guardian, so that's good. If I play Excavated here, he overdraws. So I should probably do that. It's kind of a bummer giving him a card when I think Fatigue is going to be relevant. But the Excavated was quite good there. I guess we just take Huge Value card, right? Huge Value card seems pretty good.
My hand is too full.
Frost Nova is probably the worst card in his deck, but he still overdrew a card, which is fine. Maybe I should have healed the Acolyte again, since I have a 1-3 on board. He can trade it off now and stop drawing. Or if it was 1-3 versus 1-3, I might have even forced like a Frostbolt on my Nether Spite Historian. I'm still a little bit worried about this game though. The only relevant spell I have left in my deck is Shadow Word Death.
Time runs out on me.
So if he just like plays things, I don't really have great ways to respond.
We're gonna be rich.
That's fine with me. I'm just gonna keep making him draw cards. So he's gonna overdraw again, and I'll just play Ysera here. Kinda forces him to have like a polymorph or something.
My hand is too full.
I think the first polymorph was from a Kabbalist tome, so he should still have an actual polymorph in his deck. Maybe I should have played Curator or Twilight Drake first. Twilight Guardian first. Oh, I actually probably shouldn't have played Ysera there because of the Twilight Guardian. I forgot that that was my last dragon. That was a pretty shitty play. Should have just gone for Curator there. So he finally figured out that the Acolyte was not good to have on board. The fuck? He already played one Sylvanas. Oh, he Manic Soulcastered this one. Oh, that's not good for me. Actually that's probably not that bad. He's getting close to fatigue anyway.
Almost out of cards.
I guess I just play shit. Play the Ooze first in case this is Mirror Entity or Polymorph.
Almost out of cards.
So my combo only does 28 damage if I don't get a good hero power. And if I get Hunter hero power, he actually won't die to fatigue, so I have to get Druid, Rogue, or Mage. But I think it's pretty likely to get those.
I wonder
I also just have to survive another turn, but I have Reno, so that should be pretty easy to do.
what to do. What to do. Time runs out on me.
That's really scary. If he picks the armor option, I don't think I can win.
I am out of cards.
The menagerie is for guests only.
This is the play, and then I'm forced to combo next turn.
Cards.
Oh, he actually overdrew that Frostbolt. That's pretty good for me. I think I need to have at least 21 health to combo next turn. And I'm actually taking a fatigue, so I need 22.
You require my assistance? Aha!
Oh my god. Got a Forgotten Torch from Kabbalah's Tome. It's actually so bad for me because he doesn't fatigue. Shit. Well, I can actually just Shadow or Death this guy and then play Reno.
We're gonna be rich.
I'm out of cards. Whoops.
What's the whoops? Is it him overdrawing? Or me being dead? Alright, looks like I lose. Not gonna have enough health.
Is there trouble?
Actually, if I get the warrior hero power. Is Druid good enough? I think Druid is good enough too. Or actually, I only need to deal 24 to him. So I don't think I actually need to hero power that many times. Alright, he's at 17. He's taking 1 next turn, right? So I need to deal 16 damage to him. Shadow form is 12. So I only need to hero power 3 more times. Holy shit. I should not have won that game. He really messed up the whole fatigue thing. But I guess it's a good game, because I won the game because I played it better than him. So that's a good game of Hearthstone. Doesn't happen too often.